You just installed some big fat tires on your vehicle, and now your fenders are up. That's the problem we've got here today, and we're going to show you how to fix it. First, you need to prepare your fender to be rolled. For us, we're removing this chrome and cutting out a portion of our inner fender. Since we're not going to be reusing this chrome, we're just going to grind it. Wasting no time, I'm just going to cut through these things. Ta-da! Oh dang, Jake, I actually got some rust right here, bro. I'm removing some bolts that hold the inner fender back in. This is from the other side, so I just took the bolts off the top here, and then I've got to take the bolts, the main bolts, out of this as well. And then this was like fused together, so I had to cut along with the grinder, and then this whole thing slid out. Those bolts, I got the little ones. Those are 10 mil. The big ones are 13. I just need to do the 3 top ones. These connect a lot of your fenders together, so they will be going back in. So don't lose them. Oops, they have a big washer on them. Whoop. So these were the bolts I took off on the inside. This one's inner fender's rusted, so that one's good, and this one too. And then I took this big bolt, and this big bolt. So I'm going to be cutting in here and then just along the inside of those big bolts, because those big bolts have to go back in and hold pretty much everything together. Let's do it. Yeah, this fender's gonna bend great. Alright, put these 3 bolts back in, get the tire back on, and remove the chrome from the rear, and then get rolling. Would you look at that?
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
Would you look at that? Time to roll, baby. With our fenders prepared for rolling, I'm going to have Jake step in here with the bat, help me roll these out. I'm going to hop in the El Camino, drive it forward and backward. Let's see what happens. This week's episode is brought to you by Subaru of Sioux Falls, South Dakota on South Minnesota. Just kidding. My neighbor works there, and he let us use his bat to shade these fenders. So kind of sponsored, I guess. Thanks, Matt, for making this episode possible. Yeah, the only part that's gonna suck is turning, you know. We rolled out these front fenders and it worked perfectly. However, when we turn, we're still gonna hit these fenders. So we're gonna draw a line and we're gonna cut it. I think that should be good. Still a couple spots holding on here. Oh, and there's no way we're going to be hitting bumps like that. Cut the other side, then we can roll. Okay. Then we can roll. What? Yeah, what? Oh, it's right here. I look okay?
You look great, bro. Pull that off, and then let's look at the footage. After seeing the footage, how do you feel?
I am so thankful we always wear a face shield. You always see those videos. It happens for real. There's a link down below in the comments. Get one. And always wear it. Wow.
You didn't even know what happened?
I didn't even know what happened. You were like, dude, and like, I thought you were talking about my fender that I gouged into my fender.
I know
and I'm
you
like,
did.
that's fixable. A face without a shield with the grinder blade hitting, not too fixable. Now, let's roll that last rear tire. Let's do some burnouts. Same concept as the fronts. We're just going to try to create some more space here for our rear tires by bending this inner portion of the fender upwards. Let's do it. Just because there is a little bit of a tick, that should be good. I think that's good. I think I'm pretty happy with that.
Let's go to the other side.
Let's go to the other side. Got my new air compressor. This is the highest max PSI air compressor I could find anywhere. I got it at Menards. If we can find it on the Amazon, I'll also have a link in the description below. But 225 max PSI, 17 gallon. This was the highest max PSI I could find anywhere. And these shocks have a 200 PSI max. You ready to drive around? You ready to cruise the streets? If you guys want to see how we fit these tires in here, click the link in the upper right hand corner.
Of course, we had to take the El Camino out for a spin to see how well the fenders don't rub, and our findings were that the inner fender is now rubbing. So the outside fender, good to go, but inside the plastic just kind of rubs a little bit, so that's our next task.
Maybe when I turn, kind of twist the tire a little bit. Oh yeah.
No, I bet it's your bumper, bro. Your bumper in the back.
My bumper doing what?
Bouncing around.
What do you mean bouncing around?
You have a bumper in the back of your
Oh,
El Camino.
jeez. I forgot I put that there. I was like bouncing around. I just bolted that bumper in, bro. We made it. We took the El Camino for a spin, and the fenders don't rub. Rolling them with a bat in the rear worked really well because we just needed to bend this inner lip. On the front, however, we needed a little more space, so we decided to cut those. That's everything on today's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on next week's episode. So you have your welder set up for flux core. However, you want to take it to the next level and use shielding gas. Well, that's what we want to do here. But before we do that, we're going to unbox this weld cart so it's a little easier to lug this tank around.